Hello and welcome to Millfield School for another very, very special game of schools rugby. Millfield against Wellington College. It is hot, it is sunny. Who would have believed it was October? And the good news is these are two sides today that are more than likely to take advantage of that good weather. They are two incredibly ambitious sides. They line up in pretty exciting fashion as well, with some wonderful players, starting with Millfield, who are led by their hooker, Henry Benetti. Benetti plays either side of him. Cody Purnell and Charlie Brock, Bath and Exeter Chiefs respectively. Second rows, Alex Deering and Matthew Bowler. Back row, Eddie Lloyd, Charles Heffron, Will Howells. Halfbacks, Morgan Williams. Exciting Owen Erasmus as a fly half. Centres, William Stubbings and Sever Carver. In the back three, Evan Morris, Jed Fitton White, Ben Morrow. Harry Beasley, Thomas Grafton and Alex James are on the bench. John Mallett is the head of rugby here at Millfield. Wellington College, meanwhile, led by their open side today, Oliver Teague, the third Teague, to play for the Wellington College first team. Geordie Bland is alongside him, and at number 8, Isaac Sprenger, who played so well against Whitgift earlier this season. Second rows, Rory McKnight, the vice-captain, and Joe Buxton. In the front row, Bill Bright, Oscar Thomas and Callum O'Burton. Half-backs, Harry Ecclesall returns to the starting berth, the exciting young scrum half alongside Ben Smith. Centres, Lloyd McEwen-Peters and Will Corbett. Back three, Tyler Afire, the vice-captain, Inigo Langford and Josh Simfield, 10 to full-back. On the bench for Wellington College, Rob Jones, Joseph Pym, Jacob Edwards, Tom Hutchinson, Tom Maslin and Finn Crumley. Adrian Jarvis, head of rugby at Wellington College. Wellington College have made it out onto the field. Just to let you know, there'll be a minute's silence before this game kicks off in memory of actually the grandfather, Ben Pomeroy, referee today. Fixture of the Somerset refereeing scene and a popular figure here at Millfield School. College line up in preparation for that minute silence. Field will be making their way out very shortly. And onto the field to rapturous applause of Millfield. And how about that for a bit of pre-game sportsmanship? Teague and Benetti link arms alongside their teams, connected as one. Let you know before the referees arrive. The referee today is Dan Evans, and as you've heard, Ben Pomeroy is one of his assistant referees alongside Chris Howdley. Silence. An impeccably respected minute silence there. Millfield and Wellington College now prepare for kickoff. A couple of notable absentees today, not least in the centres for both sides, who are each missing a Wales under-18 international. Luke Anfield for Wellington College, Stefan Emanuel for Millfield, both out with long-term injuries. Sorely missed, but in their place are some wonderful players as well. That is the beauty of these two outstanding rugby schools. The depth of quality at their disposal is quite extraordinary. Referee is ready to go, Millfield ready to go, Wellington College now ready to go as well. Looks as though Millfield will be receiving kickoff. They'll be playing from right to left in their traditional red, white and blue striped shirts. Wellington College playing from left to right, kicking off in gold and black as ever. We've had some big games this season, and this is set to be right up in the upper echelons of them. Kick off Wellington College, claimed almost by Tyler Afire, and eventually gathered in by Charlie Brock. No advantage, says the referee.
Here we go.
We'll come back for the Millfield scrum. And a fiercely competitive start that was.
Scrum, green.
Fire soaring. Try and claim that one. Golden start.
So, gents, we've agreed we're going to hold our weight. You come this side.
Trainer saying we've agreed we're going to hold our weight. Front row's agreed to plenty before the game. See how they get on once we've kicked off.
Set.
Williams puts the ball in. We go to
Good
ground.
that side.
Some things, whether at the
Let's go again
professional end
quickly.
or the school end,
Binds up here, please.
remain unchanged.
Better height. Crouch.
Hard to stress just how testing these conditions are, by the way.
Set.
Absolutely roasting here in Somerset. Williams beats the ball out, and now Carver has it. That's a huge tackle on Carver, though. Lloyd McEwen-Peters making himself known early on. He's got a blank shirt on, but distinctive haircut
Step back.
marks him out.
Use it.
Scotland under-18
Back
international.
Step back one more. Wingers on.
Hoisted high by Williams towards a Fire. Fire does well just to evade the first clutches of the Millfield defence.
Don't play it into him. Thank you, 5.
Smith has to dance a little bit. Springer there in support. Bland takes it in. Line speed is the call from the touchlines from Millfield. McEwen-Peters fizzes it wide. First proper attacking opportunity. Millfield shut it down well. Carver makes the tackle.
Hands away.
Playing with the Exeter Chiefs over the summer. There's Sever Carver.
Tackle, 4 move. Good. Wingers on.
Kick comes through. Morrow is after it.
On.
Gathers, does well to stay in field as well. To try and evade the attentions of a Fire, and does really well. Just make a little bit of ground there. There's Ben Morrow. Saracens back 3 player. Again, Williams looks to the box. It's one a little shallower, but it's competitive, and it's ended up in the hands of Benetti. Deering. Short to Brock. And now Purnell, 2 props carrying in the midfield for Millfield. Williams extricates himself from the ruck. That pass in as Carver goes tight. McEwen-Peters is over the ball though.
Jackler is legal.
McEwen-Peters was legal, but Springer hadn't quite rolled away in time. Unlucky one that for Wellington College. They came close, but Millfield have the penalty. Erasmus gets them just about to the 22.
That's your mark. On the AR this side.
Saw some good work from Millfield at the line out against Clifton College.
On the
Solving a bit of a problem they were faced with there. First one be like here. Deering is the man it looks like it will go to. In fact, it goes to the tail. It's a good reach to take that one in, and Erasmus now has the ball. Looks to get his team on the front foot. And back to the heavies on the short side, and Benetti to have a little rumble here. Front row trio, make it an easy clear out. Erasmus has a go at the line. Erasmus breaks through. Could this be the opening for Millfield? Ball doesn't go to hand. Tidied up and out to a fire. Pass was forward though.
Millfield or not?
Millfield will have the scrum, but just a little hint
Scrum green.
of what to expect there. Erasmus
Green, then forward pass by Gold.
finding space in the Wellington College defence.
Hip square this side, please.
Attacking scrum here for Millfield.
Crouch! Bind!
4 of their 5 fixtures so far this season.
Hold!
Make it 5 from 6 here. Erasmus moves it to Morrow. Morrow's pass goes awry. Was that knocked forward in the tackle?
Just knock on. Yeah. Knock on in the tackle.
Agrees that it was just a knock on, not deliberate. But Millfield
Scrum.
with a couple of opportunities there. Looking threatening early on. No, they'll need to take these chances.
We've got them in the scrum here. You need to stay square. Push straight, not in. Straight, not in.
Scrum's been solid so far. That first one went down. It's been stable ever since.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Another steady one, but this time it's a penalty to Wellington College.
One green angle. 5, 10.
Very not quite happy. The angle of Millfield on that loose head side. To have a reprieve. It's not gone too far. Just outside of the 22 by the looks of things. The pressure stays on.
That's your mark there. For me, you're turning in.
Get him up. I've got the overthrow.
Let's go, Gold.
I've got the overthrow. I've got the overthrow. I've got the overthrow. Tempo.
Work, Alex.
McHugh and Peters. To fire, but that one goes down. Millfield keeping the pressure up.
Scrum advantage.
Benetti almost through. Springer just about hangs on to him. Impressive start this from Millfield. Can they make it count?
No hands. Good.
Heffron. Erasmus has another go. Erasmus goes through. Offload doesn't go to hand. It's nearly there for the home side, but now Wellington College have stabbed this one through, and a fire is after this at a rate of knots. It's well tidied by Evan Morris, and Morris has done really well. That's excellent play from the left winger there. Had to cover so much ground. Almost from nowhere, Wellington College getting a breakthrough there. Quite though, Ekersall has a little dart.
Yes! Hit the floor first.
Reese, there's nothing doing there.
7, release.
And keep going. Big tackle. Comes in the midfield, but Wellington do really well to get it away, and now a fire cutting back inside. How quick was a fire chasing down that ball just a couple of moments ago.
Penalty advantage, 8 green offside.
Playing with advantage now, Wellington College. It's their first real wave of attack. Teague has a go around the outside into the hands of Langford. Carver comes up with the big tackle. Buxton. McHugh and Peters. This is good handling from Wellington College. Sinfield out to a fire breaks the first tackle, but is taken out into touch by the second. Will come back for that penalty.
8 green offside.
Well, both sides showing
8 green.
some attacking potential there.
Scrum called.
Wellington have opted for the scrum, in fact.
That's the mark, yes.
What will they do from it? Ecclesall will
Crouch.
feed.
Bind. Set.
Options both right and left, with Sinfield so comfortable in the 10 roll, but it goes to the 10, wraps around to Springer. Springer still going. Springer, can he reach for the line? Springer does reach for the line. And after absorbing all that early pressure, Wellington College have the opening score. And it's Isaac Springer, the London South Central man. He needed every inch of that height, did Isaac Springer. This, the wraparound move with Smith. Springer gathers it in, reaches for the line. Simple but effective move. The back of the scrum there. The Langford standing over the conversion, so effective against Whitgift earlier in the season from the tee. Effective from the tee to begin things here. 7 points to 0, Wellington College lead. And really, it's one attack, one try for the away side. Millfield won't be too worried though, after
Just make sure you're on or behind.
very strong start, couple of opportunities, just couldn't get the final pass away. They'll think there's room out there for them. Wellington will be buoyed by that score there.
Backwards! Use it! Back foot green. Take a step far side. Thank you, good work.
Box kick comes up, Morrow underneath it. Morrow takes it, moves it in field to Erasmus. Bit white. It's just loose and it's been stabbed through. Erasmus is going to have to be quick to get after this one. He is indeed. Has he carried that back or did it just rolled over? Carried back, says the referee.
Let's not panic yet.
Had no choice there, the young fly half. Good pace, actually, from Teague, the Wellington College skipper.
Just make sure you're not leaning on before the set. Just make sure you're holding your own weight, okay? End of the line, here's the mark, gents. Yes, yeah, that's it. Crouch. Bind. Set.
Springer. McEwen Peters on the short line. He's hard to stop from there. He's very, very hard to stop from there. Lloyd McEwen gets Wellington College's second. Yorkshire Academy man, Lloyd McEwen Peters, is such a handful from that sort of range.
Just in line with me.
See it here on the short line. That's 2 scores from set piece plays there from Wellington College. Know their drills off the scrum from close range. Barrelling finish. Young Scottish international. Langford's kick doesn't quite go though, but it's a 12-0 lead for the visitors here on the Sir Gareth Edwards pitch. Wonderful players played down here along the years. All players out there on the field right now. Gareth Edwards, of course, chief among them. Played here. Plenty more since. And plenty more after as well. Kick-off hangs high, claimed by Wellington College, but the tackle comes in from Millfield.
Use it!
Go, boys, go!
Nickersall's box. It's to Morrow, who has great footwork there to avoid the tackle. That's really nice from Morrow.
Penalty advantage.
Playing with advantage, Millfield.
8 gold, hands on the floor.
Rasmus fizzes that to Bonetti. Bonetti still going. That's a good carry from the young hooker.
Still playing advantage.
Erasmus, he's playing so flat and it pays dividends there.
Tackle release!
They get on the front foot. Through Howells. Good tackle comes in from McKnight.
Not going anywhere. 8 gold, hands on the floor.
Come back for the penalty.
Everyone's just chasing in now.
Erasmus fires it almost to the touch, tapped back really nicely by Morris, and it ends up in Brock's hands and then pops into touch, but that was a tidy chase down that from Morris. It is a really wide pitch here at Millfield School.
Right, here we go, Halsey, let's get someone up. Here we go, let's get someone up. I've got the overthrow.
Green. Green 10.
Kick, what's the kick?
Tidy line-out drill from Wellington College. Springer carries hard, but is met hard as well.
Advantage.
Millfield not quite rolling away though, so there'll be a penalty.
12 green, roll away.
Breeze increasingly hot on that, getting away from that tackle area.
Green on the line. Gold, a little bit quicker to these, please. Yeah.
Just asking Wellington College to speed it up a little bit in terms of getting to the line-out. Playing very nicely. The line-outs look good for Wellington so far. Ewan Peters thought about the pass, takes it on himself, makes good ground. Now a fire has come off his wing to the other side. It's a brilliant tackle from William Stubbings. Took a bit of a bang for his troubles, but seems okay. We'll earn the penalty and Erasmus will look to touch. He finds an absolutely fantastic touch as well. That's a great kick.
At the line now? Yeah, okay. They're okay for me.
Up the line out here for Millfield. It's poached by Wellington College though. Tackle comes in from Purnell.
Use it. Yeah, shoulders on. This guy here. No. No, here.
Cleared long towards Morris. Takes it on the run. Met well by Langford, but Morris keeps going. Great strength through contact from Evan Morris. And his side get the penalty to boot.
Tackle or release is slow.
Top work from Evan Morris here on this left wing. Erasmus nudges Millfield into the 22.
Yes. 9 in or with your back line. Wingers up. Always inside.
Good clearance from Wellington College. I'm not sure Morris wanted his subs to collect that one. He might have had an opportunity for a quick one, but ball has been touched. That opportunity
Thank you.
slides by.
Nine in or out? 2 meters then. There, perfect. Off feet, play on.
We'll look to put width on the ball, but it doesn't go to hand. It'll be a Wellington College line out.
Go ball.
At the moment, it's Wellington College that'll be feeling very happy with this opening 20 minutes of the game. 2 tries to the good and starting to find
Let's go.
real confidence in their play. Only Harrow have got the better of Wellington College this season, and we know how good that Harrow side is. Victories have come against Northampton School for Boys, Whitgift, Dulwich College last weekend. This Wellington College side as Springer breaks clear and then gives it to McHugh and Peters, the 2 try scorers for Wellington College. As though they've made a change. Joseph Pym, I think, has come on wearing 17. So too Rob Jones in 16. Knight to McHugh and Peters. Oh, he is such a threat when he tries to attack that gain line. Sinfield is hit hard by Brock. Does well to keep the ball back on Wellington College side though. Pym takes it in. Sinfield, this time he half breaks through. Trying ever so hard to find some space. Still going Sinfield. Great footwork from the young fullback. Pym, good carry from him.
Tackle is rolling.
Smith, McHugh and Peters puts boot to ball out towards a fire. It's so close.
Straight out, bounce. Straight out.
Ball just went straight out, but inches away there from something very special.
Green ball.
Third try. Be a very healthy advantage here. Wellington College were to find it. Millfield in a reprieve that time though. No strangers to coming back from a deficit though, Millfield. 20-0 down they were at half-time against Blundell's a few weeks back. 29-20, they won it.
Maul!
Won't be phasing
Don't
them.
change 16.
Wellington College will know
Once.
that.
No. 4 off the leg.
Ball comes to a bit of a halt, so Williams puts boot to ball. Fire evades the first tackler, but then is met brilliantly by Bonetti. Getting through a mountain of work. The young hooker as McKnight takes it up. Down the blind side. Go Wellington College, a fire. And Oscar Thomas linking up the 2 London South Central players. Ball lost though at the base of that ruck, and it'll be a scrum for Millfield, and again, they survive.
No, you're not. Couldn't have been him. You've got 10 minutes. End of the line here, gents.
Second. Switch.
Crouch. Bind. Stand up. Good this side. Good this side. We're pre-engaged, hooker and prop on both sides. Reset, let's go.
Second in. Oh, wait, grab. Second. Switch.
Crouch. Bind.
Hold. Hold.
Set.
Hold. Wait. No. Break.
Field crash it up. They just try and make some easy yards here, and they do well.
Use it.
Williams will look to box.
13, don't hold him. Wingers on.
Box is long and finds touch. That really is
Over
excellent
the barrier line.
from Williams, almost all the way up to halfway. Superb execution of the box kick there from Morgan Williams. Stepping into the shoes, occupied by the superb Ian Davis last year. Showing some skills of his own. Line out is lost. Benetti beads it out as Heffron gets on the attack, playing with advantage now. Millfield. Carver
no number, not rolling.
tries to shrug off his opposite number, Corbett. Now Howells takes it in. He's carried well when he's had the opportunity. And now Morris and Erasmus. Oh, wonderful connection between the two Millfield backs. Erasmus stabs it through. Cover is there from Langford, but Langford's got a lot of work to do here if he's to escape, and Carver gets his hands all over him.
Away, Green.
Can't quite drag him over his own try line.
Let him
Oh,
out.
brilliant from Erasmus and Morris. Now Wellington College have to fight to exit.
Use it.
Eckersall.
No, he's okay.
There's a little bit of room to try and get this box kick away. Keeps it infield though towards Erasmus. Can he conjure another bit of magic? He moves it infield to Morrow. Morrow has a look up and decides to have a run. Gets through the first tackle, gets the pass away. Fitton White.
He's never lifting.
Two props carrying here. This is good play from Millfield. Momentum building. Erasmus takes it flat, fizzes it wide. Morris had to adapt there to control that, but it was knocked forward. But promising play from Millfield. It's just that final pass at the moment. They can't quite make it stick.
Perfect. Knock on, yeah? Yeah.
Pressure on in the scrum now.
It's lovely work from Morrow to get away from that first tackle, just to create that overload on the far side there. As they swept back, just thought as Erasmus took it flat that there could be a chance, but it just went begging.
Crouch.
Millfield are threatening. Wellington College are leading.
Use.
McEwen Peters, who else does the hard yards to try and exit. Not rolling away though, Millfield. Penalty Wellington College.
7 is legal, 12 not rolling, affecting the clear out.
Referee says that Heffron was in a legal position, but he needed the tackler to roll away faster. And he has been quite clear about this in the early exchanges. He wants tacklers rolling away from that area as fast as they possibly can.
You make sure he has head of the inside.
Yeah, 10 metre line.
Thomas to throw. Just in front of our commentary position. Yeah. Finds McKnight. Q Peters. Sinfield. Sinfield moves out to Langford, who's come off his wing. Ball is lost though. He'll roll out into touch. Millfield will have the scrum. Just shy of the halfway line.
Gents, option, scrum or line?
Scrum, please, sir.
Onto the field for Millfield comes
Time
Harry
off, green
Beasley.
change.
He'll rotate that front row. Looks like Charlie Brock will come off, so Pennell will switch from loose head to tight head, and Beasley will slot in on the loose head side.
Touch me! Touch me!
Crouch! Bind!
Also on for Millfield, by the way, Thomas Grafton in the second row. This time the penalty goes Millfield's way.
No.
Immediate impact.
Got to go from the back.
From Beasley.
Loose head.
Erasmus
Sorry, tight
will
head
have an opportunity to launch this one
On 5.
near as possible. Wellington College. So it's a tight angle. From a difficult angle, he does not too badly, up to around about the 10-metre line.
You guys take the line.
Healthy crowd here watching this one. It's only going to swell as some of those early kickoffs finish towards the second half. Deering. Rasmus. Fast hands from Millfield.
Scrum
Doesn't
advantage.
stick again though. Langford pounces upon that lost ball. Playing with advantage.
Legal. Knock on first.
No advantage coming. It'll be a scrum, Wellington College. Oh, it was fast, intricate handling from Millfield, but they just couldn't quite make it work. Wellington College defence came up really nicely.
For me, you've collapsed, shoulders below hips.
Try and close that space and did so effectively.
So we go.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Balls away.
Ecclesall does well to get that away to McHugh Peters, who gives it to his mate Corbett in the midfield. Smith.
Away.
Oh, it's unlucky that for Heffron. He did really well initially and then just lost his hands on the ball. Had to use them to support himself. Got to be so clean in that tackle area, these teams today. And that is the standards these two sides are held to. That is the quality
On the end of the line there, Green.
that these two sides possess. Held to a high standard because of it. McKnight brings it down, but it's lost forward. It's a real scrap there at that ball. Millfield have the scrum.
Knock on, green ball. Keep the height. Keep high. Crouch. Bind. Set. Balls
Williams
away. Wingers
Erasmus.
on.
Erasmus with the deep
16,
kick.
stop.
It's a
Early.
huge
Fine now.
clearance from Erasmus. Oh,
It's
that is brilliant from Owen Erasmus. Up to beyond the
No,
Wellington
you're
College 10-metre line. Fantastic
we've got
work from
30
Erasmus.
That's your mark here.
How many? 5. Right, let's get someone up.
Okay, last play, gents.
Last play of the half.
Tempo.
Wellington secure the line out.
Run it, run it, run it.
Q and Peters, no thoughts of just playing out this half for Wellington
Away
College.
to-
They want more.
Thank you.
Benetti competed well, but then got out of it.
Time is
Pim.
up, 9.
Takes it up. Time is up. This is the final play
He's got
of
the ball.
this first half.
Release Gold.
Millfield might have turned it over. They have turned it over. Could there be an opportunity here before half-time for the home side? Morrow out to Morris. He's had a good half. Morris back in field to Carver. Can he stay in field? Ball is loose, but we come back for the penalty.
6 Gold offside. This is last play of the half.
Mullins, cool. Cool.
Millfield line out inside the 22.
Right, Al. 13. What do you think before you see him?
Gents.
Okay, in phase play, they're spreading across the field quite a lot, so 5 seconds of the inside ball starts on it.
Deering brings it down. Could this be an opportunity for Millfield?
Off the leg.
Final play of the half. They're edging forward. 15 metres. Now a bit of momentum arrives. Benetti still has the ball and still they move.
7, no. You've changed your mind.
Still they nudge forward, Millfield. Crabbing in field a little now.
Penalty advantage.
Playing with advantage again now. Free play if they want it.
Still moving.
Momentum lost a little bit, but still moving, says the referee. Penalty is given.
17 Gold side.
Williams
entry.
having half a think about going quickly, but I think Erasmus will just pump this into the corner. Indeed he will.
On the line, please, Gold. Try line, gents. Time off, ball away.
And Erasmus gets them within 5 metres.
Come on.
Ball has gone. Thing off field.
Okay, let's go then. Time on.
Benetti
Move. Come on.
has the ball, but the ball goes to ground. Legally, says the referee, so Benetti crabs back in field, finds
Hands and
support.
feet.
Big opportunity this for the home side. Wellington College defending with all they've got here. Whichever way this try or no try goes here, it's going to be huge for the momentum going into the second half.
17 off feet. Let me get.
Williams, oh, good hands, but it's into the hands of Langford, and Wellington College are going to survive. They'll look to get this one off the field. They do indeed, and they head into the half-time break with a 12-0 lead. A compelling first half of action. But we go into the break. Wellington College leading away from home here against Millfield, 12 points to 0.
Yeah. I'll grab one of these guys if I can. Jez, can we just grab a water? Is that right?
The rugby programme is totally unique. The most important thing is we have 4 schools. They're all living together, all training together, and they never get to do this normally. Normally when you're training against the second team or you're training against players you know. This time they were to do live scrums, live line-out, attack and defence. It's taken their preparation to a whole new level. We've had coaching meetings with all 4 sets of coaches together. The crossover of ideas has been fantastic.
The experience that we're able to offer here is different from your average pre-season rugby tour. Firstly, they're coming to an amazing facility, a facility that is geared up to help you be the best you can be. That's what it does all year round, and that's what the guys get to experience when they come. And it's amazing for them to come to this beautiful place here in France. Being in teens, surrounded by the mountains, is inspiring in itself, and we hope that rubs off on the guys.
The share amongst the boys and to see them being able to train together brings a real different edge to training. They were really excited on every single day to go up, who are we training with today, and that's really brought the best out of a lot of our students.
More and more it becomes difficult to sort of play formal fixtures when you go abroad, especially at this time of year with the boys not having engaged in much contact and rugby. So to have schools here that we can interact with, go against, and also just challenge ourselves in the competition elements is totally unique. It's been an outstanding time for our boys.
I think Apex is the perfect facility to host a camp like this. I mean, everyone's got to understand this is an international ski academy. We're performing at the highest level, so everything's in place, and really the rugby teams and squads from the schools have walked in, taken over the whole building, and can benefit from all the facilities that our high-performance skiers actually use. There's a lot of fun can be had here. It's a kind of a playground in many ways. You name it, you can actually do it here, and it's just a fantastic place to come So it's a case of really running your program in the detail and knowing what your athletes want to actually use when they're actually here. But the activities outside of your main training are just world class. Obviously we take the medical side very, very seriously. You know, we're there to actually make sure every athlete's prepared properly in terms of their warm-ups, their warm-down. But in case of injuries, we have 2 full-time physios on the camp, just in case anything was to happen. Yeah, any professional sports team would tell you that the medical side is absolutely key.
There's a lot of expertise here at Apex, and we try to share that with the boys when they come over. One of those areas, of course, is nutrition and hydration. They're a brilliant group of staff here that lay on.
Apex sports camps there. We're back underway here at Millfield School. Erasmus kicks long. Wellington College return with interest. Morrow probably will look to take this quickly and does. Back to Erasmus. 12-0 Wellington College lead here at the start of the second half. But Millfield looking to attack here. Morrow gets the ball to Morris. Fast start important here. And Millfield have the penalty.
18 gold, roll away, slowed it down in the first instance. On the 5.
They came so close on a number of times in that first half to getting across the line, but didn't quite. Wellington College managed to do so twice off set piece plays. Millfield with an early opportunity here to get on the scoreboard.
He was slow to roll right at the beginning.
Start to chip away at that lead.
Allowed you to counter up.
Erasmus has banged that one 7 metres short.
There you are.
Suspect a bit of fitness will play a role here as well. It is so hot for October.
That's there, Mark. That's it.
Staying in the fight will be important. Ellis James has come on in the midfield for Wellington College. Looks as though he's slotting in at outside centre. Sevakava moving to the right wing.
Off the leg. Penalty advantage.
Playing with advantage again in Millfield. Free ball for Erasmus. He gets it to James. Oh, that's a good bit of footwork from James. Impact immediately from the bench. Erasmus now fizzes it to Morris, out to Carver. Carver and a fire go head to head. Carver wins out this time. Sevakava gets Millfield off to the start they needed in this second half.
2 gold side entry on the blind side.
Terrific finish from the young Exeter Chief.
Thank you very much.
Great pace, great work with the fend to hold off the covering of fire. Almost uses that fend to propel himself forward towards the try line. Millfield have their first score of the game.
Nudge, boy. Shot. Great.
Conversion landed by Erasmus. 12-7 Wellington College lead. We said the next score was important, and so it's proved. We're now in a tight one.
Always
But
inside.
Wellington College won't want to have it tight for too long.
Your own foot. Use it.
Erasmus's kick is charged down. Bounce will just evade.
22.
Wellington College, but that was a little nervy moment. 22 for Millfield though, they'll have a chance to clear their lines.
Behind the kicker, green.
Just noticing a lovely detail on the numbering on the Millfield shirts. Looks as though the names of former players are imprinted on those numbers, which is a wonderful touch. Fire back in field to Sprenger. Just check out the workload on Isaac Sprenger. It's absolutely incredible how much he gets through as McEwen Peters barges through. The pass was forward.
That's it. Crosses the mark, gents. No, forward pass.
Millfield scrum.
Crouch. Bind.
A little bit of a blind side, so a Fire's covering it.
Set.
I suspect they'll probably look to the open side from this one. It's a very solid scrum from Millfield. Erasmus does go to that open side. James half breaks through. Oh, it's great from James. Morrow now tries to get the offload away, but it's just loose. Ellis James's footwork has been fantastic since he came on at the start of this second half. It's a slight figure, but he is so difficult to get a hold of.
Crouch. Bind. Set. 2, 3, 4.
Tom Maslin has come on at scrum half for Wellington College, by the way, who have penalty advantage that's become a penalty. High tackle.
10, high tackle. Upright.
I have to say, it has been notable as this season has gone on how quickly players have adapted to these lower tackle heights. James does well to keep that in field. Thought about the kick, but instead gives it to Carver, who fights through contact and gets on the front foot. Millfield have been bossing the ball in this second half, but McKnight comes in to boss that contact area. Bonetti.
No.
Carries so well, Bonetti. Beasley takes that one forward. Met by a wall of Wellington College defenders. Erasmus, therefore, tries to stick boot to ball, gets charged down, but regathers and almost gets the offload away to Stubbings, but lost forward. It'll be a scrum down, Wellington College ball. As Millfield roll through another couple of subs, back onto the field comes Matthew Bowler and Charlie Brock. Purnell will take a rest. So too Eddie Lloyd. He's putting a shift on the blind side.
Stay flat, please. Yes.
Second.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Hold.
Maslin to McEwen Peters, who goes out the back to a Fire, who moves it one further to Smith, who's still moving as Smith tries to stab it through, finds its way to Sinfield. Sinfield dancing. Sinfield just snagged, but Wellington College within 10 metres of Millfield's try line. Sprenger. Oh, a huge tackle. Comes in.
Come out now. Good. Thank you, 18.
Jones took that one in. Smith pushing and probing, and Sinfield is dancing again, but Carver's over the top of it. Carver rips it clear. Great work from Sever Carver. Came off his wing to make that intervention. Tension ramping up already here on the Sir Gareth Edwards pitch.
Yes, carry back.
Erasmus kicks beyond halfway. Langford fires it over to Sinfield, who looks to crab across this left-hand side, hands it to a Fire. Cuts in field. Knight hands it on to Jacob Edwards, but it's been turned over, and Stubbings now gets on the front foot for Millfield. James was looking to move the ball, but it just got lost forward.
Time off.
And we'll just have a bit of a break.
Sorry?
Oh, Josh Sinfield gets seen to. He's had the wind knocked out of him.
Nothing. Yeah, just good at it.
We have a look back at some of the tries so far today. On that injury seen to, Isaac Sprenger opened the scoring with that wonderful reach for the line. That close range scrum, and it was close range scrums that were doing the trick for Wellington College in the first half. First that Sprenger try. Lloyd McEwen-Peters followed suit direct from the scrum.
Yeah, I will. For me, they're not 90 degrees.
And nobody is stopping Lloyd McEwen-Peters from that sort of range.
Thank you. Okay then, gents.
Infield back on
Scrum
his feet.
here. Gold ball.
Let's look at Sprenger feeding McEwen-Peters again.
Sir, can you just,
It will be.
on this side, can you just watch?
Yeah. Huh?
Field
We played 10.
poached one back in this second half, though. A wonderful finish from Sever Carver. Cut that half-time deficit from 12-0 to 12-7.
Time is on. Crouch. Bind. Set.
We restart with a Wellington College scrum. Smith feeds it out. Corbett fighting really well through contact.
Tackle.
Heffron was all over it. Smith, Langford afire, back to Langford. Nice handling from the Wellington College back line, but it's eventually lost forward and Millfield have the scrum. And as I've said once before, the tension really is starting to climb. We've still got a long time left, 25 minutes in fact.
Yeah. For me, the ball was out.
You can just feel it starting to bubble up.
Just hold if I call it, yeah?
Seconds. Oi, left. Grip.
Crouch.
Oi, Maz, get out.
Bind.
Tiki, get out.
Stand up.
Reset this
bigger
scrum.
Bigger space, let's go. Come on.
These two not unlikely to meet again in the near future. St Joseph's Festival coming up in a couple of weeks. 21st and 22nd of October, live here on Next Gen 15. They've actually won the last three St Joseph's Festival titles between them, Wellington College in 2019, their first trip to St Joseph's in a decade. And in 2021 and 2022, Millfield won back-to-back titles. First time that's been done in over a decade. And in doing so, they become the most successful side in St Joseph's Festival history. Will we see one of these two win that title again? Well, there's a lot left to do first as Evan Morris breaks through and Morgan Williams is going to get away. Millfield bounce back. Evan Morris down the right wing. Found Morgan Williams on his inside, and Williams had the pace to finish it off. And we are all square here on the Sir Gareth Edwards pitch, with Erasmus's conversion to come. And just look at that again. It was brilliant from Morris, who's had a really strong game. And Morgan Williams, like any good scrum half, following on that inside line to finish it all off. Really was terrific work. And Erasmus completes the job, and for the first time in the game, Millfield have their noses in front. 14-12 they lead. It is game on here in Somerset. Well taken by Grafton.
Release!
Under all kinds of pressure, did really well. Ball is lost forward on the floor. Wellington College scrum and a chance for them to try and strike back right away.
Here we go. Big scrum now, Bron. Big scrum
Do
now,
need
big.
to have a word with Lloyd McEwen-Peters about that hair, though,
Getting
don't we?
full popped out the back on that one before he went on. Last scrum.
He's been allowed to
Popped
keep
out the back,
that.
okay?
They are standing.
There we go.
It's you lot that's going on.
Let's stay in the contest, gents.
Tom Hutchinson is on the blindside flank for Wellington College.
Second. Grip.
Crouch! Bind!
Josh Sinfield, by the way, is patched up and back on at fullback as well. Penalty Millfield. Big scrum from then. Beasley's done really well since he came on, actually, at scrum time. It's as though the Millfield
Standing up under
skipper,
pressure.
Henry Benetti, has come off.
Just standing.
Will mean a bit of a shift for them. I think what that's meant is that Beasley's slotted in
Marks here, gents.
at hooker. Got a feeling that Bowler is filling in at prop with Grafton second row. I'll try and tidy that one up for you when I get the chance. In fact, I'm talking nonsense. Benetti's just throwing that in. He was just taking the long way around. Outfoxed by a hooker.
On the 15.
Oh, terribly embarrassing for me.
Gents, it's a penalty.
He's a pretty good hooker, though.
It's a penalty. Knock on.
A very
Three's
good
offside
hooker,
in
in
front.
fact, is Henry Benetti, the Millfield skipper and Bath under-18 man. Penalty, Wellington College, and it's a cracking kick from Ben Smith. Punches them right into the 5 metre line.
5 metre line, please, Millfield.
Boys, we're on the line.
Big one, this. Oscar Thomas, the London South Central hooker, receives the word from Callum O'Byrne. Wellington College set up the line-out. McKnight brings it down. Sprenger takes it from him. The maul is moving fast. The maul is moving dangerously. The maul is up almost to the try line, but falls just short.
Short, release Millfield.
Still short. Oh, Wellington College. Round the corner they go. Oh, that's great work from Sever Carver. And he might just have knocked the ball loose. Oh, Sever Carver.
Sorry.
That is outstanding defence. So much strength in contact there.
Good work, Chris.
Superb from Sever Carver. Millfield.
Second in. Grip.
5. That
Crouch.
threat. Remember, Wellington College led 12-0 at the break.
Set.
2 clinical tries from the set piece. Millfield comes surging back in the second half, but I tell you what, that's a hell of a Wellington College scrum. Earns themselves the penalty. 5 metres out and sparks wild celebrations. They know how big that was.
3 green. Standing up under pressure. Line.
Smith stabs it into the corner. Wellington will doubtless go to that maul again.
Yes.
So nearly effective a few moments
Time
ago.
up all the way.
How will they go this time?
Time is on. That's fine. Time was off, thank you, gents.
McKnight gets it again. Taken off him once more by Sprenger, but this time he looks to move, but the throw wasn't straight. Scrum Millfield.
Not straight, there is a contest. Yeah, you do, sorry, yeah.
And once again, the home side
Yeah, fine.
survive on their own line.
Okay, gents, first half was really good. We need to, both sides need to try and stay flat, yeah? Thank you.
This one of 4 live streams today here on NextGen15. Do bear in mind, you can clock back in on any of those other streams at any point. They'll be up on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/NextGen15. That's /NextGenXV. They'll be up there forever. Haileybury against Doundle, Marlborough College against Eton College, and Rugby School against Stowe today, as well as this game here. It's the Gareth Edwards pitch, and what a game we have. Another penalty to Wellington College within yards
Scrum called.
of the Millfield line. John Mallett looks to just make a change in that front row, show the referee a different picture.
Change.
Cody Pennell comes on for Charlie Brock. Much as anything, just to give the referee a different picture.
Seconds. Grips.
Crouch.
Down.
Bind. Set.
2, 3, 4. And now.
Wellington move it away to McEwen Peters. He goes out the back to Smith, to a fire. Fire is just snagged. Wellington still bouncing towards the try line. Do they get that one down? Not quite. It might have been ripped clear by Heffron, in fact.
No knock on, it's stripped, it's carried back, it's a scrum 5. Goal ball.
Well, it was fantastic work
He's juggled it, regathered it.
from Charles
stripped back.
Heffron. He ripped it clear in the
Goal ball.
tackle, but unfortunately for him, in doing so, he ended up behind his own try line, which means carried over Wellington College scrum 5 metres out. Almost scant reward for such a brilliant piece of play.
You've got 15 to play.
What it does do is mean that Wellington College can keep the pressure on, keep probing for their 3rd try of the game, keep probing to try and regain the lead.
Bind. Set.
And now.
Springer picks up and goes to McEwen Peters. He cuts back against the grain. He's got one already. He's got 2 now, McEwen Peters. Almost a carbon copy of his first. As Wellington College get 3 straight from the set piece. Springer and McEwen Peters combine again. And as they did in the first half, they finish it off as well. Springer picks it up, feeds it to McEwen Peters, who just cuts back against the grain. And when he gets motoring, nobody is stopping him.
Cheers.
Conversion from Langford is good. 19-14 Millfield lead, as we just take another look at that. So the way he cuts against the grain, it just means he's running at soft shoulders. Defenders' hips are pointing the wrong way. And he can just surge across, and as the cover comes in, he just has too much pace, too much momentum. And Lloyd McEwen Peters has 2 tries. Wellington have 3, and they have the 19-14 lead.
No hands, Millfield!
Box kick comes in, it'll stay in field. Morrow is under it. Feeds Erasmus. Erasmus had half a think about passing it, but McEwen Peters had got up in the passing lane,
All fine, play on.
making life difficult. Millfield have lost a couple of yards there, but they still retain possession, and Benetti with another good carry. Presents the ball so nicely, the Millfield skipper.
No, 19,
Bowler.
good.
Gets on the front foot. Now Heffron. Good carry from the open side. He's had an effective game. Erasmus feeds
Penalty
it
advantage,
flat
19
towards
goal
Howells.
offside. Late tackle.
Playing with advantage now, Millfield. Erasmus tries to chip it over. Eventually
playing.
regathers. Unorthodox, but it works. Gets the offload away as well. Beasley
Still
brought
playing
down.
advantage.
Millfield on the front foot here. McEwen Peters came and made the spot hit on Purnell. But Millfield have the penalty.
No arms, on the body, penalty only.
Ewan Peters didn't quite manage to make the wrap, hence the penalty. He does just love to shoot out of the line like that and close off the space. Saw its effectiveness a couple of moments before that time. He just didn't get the wrap in. Millfield through Erasmus, nudged this one into the 22. Got an early chance to strike back after Wellington College have regained the lead.
Gold.
Beasley gives the instructions to Bonetti.
Gold. 9. Back or in.
Deering takes it down. Heffron gets his hands on. Bonetti now goes digging, but it goes loose, but backwards. Ellis James is hit hard, but hit illegally.
Time off. 19. Tip tackle beyond the horizontal.
Tom Hutchinson
Landing on the body.
gets a yellow card for his troubles. A little unlucky that one. He almost hit him so hard. He couldn't bring him back down safely. He'd hit him so hard.
10 over here.
And I tell you what, it's another effective moment from Ellis James off the bench.
Time is on.
Been impressive. Millfield called for the scrum. They'll have to drop a man from it, with this being under 18s rugby, so the numbers have to be matched at scrum time. In fact, they don't have to drop a man, but Wellington College have to add a man if they want.
You're supposed to match down. I promise. You're the team.
That referee tidies that one up. You're supposed to match down. So Heffron jumps out of the pack into the back line. This is just a safety thing in under 18s rugby. If one side doesn't have enough numbers in the scrum due to a yellow card or something, the other side has to match them, just so that the weights are close enough to even. Try and play as safely as possible.
Bind. Set. And no. Use.
Erasmus looks to go himself, looks to get the offload away, gets the offload away. Stubbings for the try. Oh, we've seen some set-piece moves today. William Stubbings with the finish. Erasmus broke the gain line and got the offload away. And Millfield back on level terms with a chance to go in front. Well, they were umming and ahhing about whether to run the move or not because of the extra man being lost from the scrum. They went for it, and my goodness me, did it work.
Thank you.
Erasmus stands over the conversion that would give them the lead. As we just look at the replay, it's really good from Erasmus. Gave the defence the eyes, and then got that offload into the hands of William Stubbings. Conversion from Erasmus is good. Millfield move back in front. 21-19 they lead. 10 minutes left on the clock.
9 minutes.
9 minutes, in fact, says the referee.
You've had 2.
William Stubbings there with a hugely important score. We're in for another classic here between these two. Last time around, Millfield won on big side against Wellington College, 31-28, a dramatic game that.
Good contest.
And it looks like we could be in for a similar finish here. That, by the way, was the first away win in this fixture at first 15 level since 2016 when Wellington College won here on the Sir Gareth Edwards pitch. Rare things, away wins in this fixture.
Wing is on.
Sinfield is under that one. Carver took the gamble that it might just go past him. Sinfield stabs it through. The two fullbacks in competition here. Morrow wins the race and then does well to get away, and Carver now helps to tidy up, but he is bundled into touch by Springer. But oh my goodness, how did Carver keep that one in field? Sefa Carver is pulling out some magic this afternoon.
Who's in? Come in! Come fucking in! No!
Deering takes the responsibility of the big carry. Good from the Bath second row.
Let's go!
Morgan Williams will now look for the box. Hangs it up and just about across halfway. That's a really, really good exit from Morgan Williams. He's been on the money with those today as the scrum half. Under 8 minutes to go now. Wellington College line out inside their own half.
You get that. That's your mark. That's your mark there. Perfect.
That really was a great exit from Williams. Thomas finds Teague, the skipper, and he gets it off the line out quickly, and it's out to McEwen-Peters in the midfield. McEwen-Peters goes direct and keeps going, does McEwen-Peters. Teague calls for it. Teague takes on the gain line. Teague half breaks through. Good handling there from McKnight. And then the big hit comes in from Purnell. And Millfield might just have turned this one over. They have. Grafton on the floor.
Backwards.
It's loose ball, but backwards.
Hands away, Gold. Good. Use it.
And we're back where we started before the line out. Morgan Williams. Instead, he doesn't box kick this one. Erasmus looks cross-field. It's half charged down. Brave play from Millfield. Stubbings does well just to shut the play down as the ball lands on Wellington College side. Springer now.
Penalty advantage, 8.
Penalty advantage to Wellington College. Teague. Maslin looked to go around the fringes. Heffron poached him, but will come back for the penalty.
Penalty only.
Will they go for the post?
Tackle, green. 6 minutes.
Langford will certainly fancy it, and Teague fancies it as well. Wellington College skipper points out the sticks. And this would give his team a 1-point lead as we head towards the final 5 minutes.
Only if he's 90 degrees and leading with the head. So he's braced, he hasn't gone 90 degrees. Okay, thank you.
Oh, we are building up for another blockbuster finish here. So Langford over the conversion. Sends to Gareth Edwards' pitch. It's a good strike. It's a very good strike. Langford puts Wellington College in front. One point the difference, 22-21 the away side lead. Just quite right, that one. 4.5 minutes to go.
Backwards then bounce forward. Thank you, Ben. No hands, no.
Millfield have won the ball back off the kickoff.
Tackle away one.
Beasley carries. Erasmus.
Tackles made.
Flat to Benetti. Benetti off the floor. Erasmus has a dart through. Feeds it out to James. Good footwork from James. Oh, Ellis James. So close. Deering hit hard. McKnight rips it clear, but it's on Millfield's side. Scrum Millfield. Oh, Ellis James inches away from glory there.
Big boys, let's go, let's go.
Lost forward as he strips the ball.
Well, we've seen some scores off scrums today. All three of Wellington College's have come from close range scrums.
Tackle was still made, which is what I played on. So I saw it, but
William Stubbings' try for Millfield has come off a close range scrum. Could there be time for yet one more?
Time is on.
Here we go.
Huge moment for both sides, this.
Crouch.
Wellington College with the 22-21 lead. Millfield looking for the score that would take them back in front with time almost up. It's a good scrum from Wellington College, but picking up off the base goes Howells, comes in field. Erasmus throws it wide to Morris. Morris is going to get over in the corner. Evan Morris, oh, he deserves that. The Ospreys wing has played so well this afternoon and has a try for his troubles. And he's put his team back in the lead. Howells picked it up. He crabbed in field. It wasn't about making ground, it was about setting up the platform. And then Erasmus's pass was wide and on the money. And Morris got on the outside of the defence to send his team into the lead.
You've got 50 seconds if you want to use it.
Erasmus, as you may have just heard the referee say, has 50 seconds left to kick it. And I suspect he may well use it. 4 points his side lead. It's a tough conversion. But if he can land it, be significant. Just misses. 4 points. Millfield lead. 2 minutes they have to hold on to that lead. 2 minutes Wellington College have to strike back. Kick goes straight out. We'll come back for a scrum on halfway. Bonetti signals to the referee. 90 seconds now.
Scrum, green ball. Let's go, Millfield. You've got 1 foot.
Beasley doing a good job of getting that ball back nice and slowly.
Let's go. Time is off.
I'm not sure I'd be jogging back if I was him. I'd be on a slow march.
Time on.
Mind you, that's the cynicism that comes with a bit of age.
Crouch. Bind.
Morgan Williams to put in.
Let's go.
Howells picks up again. Gets the ball to Morrow. Morrow gets the offload to Carver. Sever Carver, one-on-one with Sinfield. Sinfield makes the tackle.
Hands away! Leave it.
Carver looks as though he might have hurt himself. It was a brilliant tackle from Sinfield.
Time off.
Millfield have the penalty. Carver has hurt himself.
No release.
We'll just have a bit of a delay while he gets some attention. Creep into the final 45 seconds or so of the game.
15 goals, got a release.
Gives us just a chance to look ahead at what's coming here live on Next Gen 15. Obviously, we've got those 3 other games today. Rugby against Stowe, Haileybury against Oundle, Marlborough College against Eton College, which you can tune into at any point this afternoon. I know there's a World Cup on, but schoolboy rugby's better, right? Then on Tuesday, we've got a double header as well. Haileybury against Stamford in the Cup, and Rugby School hosting Ipswich. Part of the 200 years of rugby football celebrations. Plenty going on here at Next Gen 15. Here on the Sir Gareth Edwards pitch. We are in a dramatic final few seconds of the game. Millfield have a penalty when we get restarted. Hopefully Carver's injury is not too bad. It's been absolutely wonderful today. Well, not just because of that. Has been particularly wonderful today.
Yeah, it's going to be a penalty, 15, no release.
Field will have the penalty.
Oh, no, not yet, no.
We'll probably stick it into the corner. Because, as I've said, they're not quite as cynical as me. I might be tempted to use up the 90 seconds with the kick. I suspect they play a fairer game than I do. It has been an absolutely tremendous game, has to be said. Wellington College have built up a 12-0 half-time lead. Sprenger and McEwen-Peters, a couple of tries. Sever Carver got on the score sheet early in the second half for Millfield. That was a real momentum changer, and the Erasmus conversion narrowed things to 12-7. Stubbings then scored. Close the gap yet further. since. Try for Wellington College. McEwen Peters second, a carbon copy of his first. Tries for Millfield. A wonderful score. Tracking the Evan Morris run from Morgan Williams. Then Evan Morris himself, just a few moments ago, with the score that has put Millfield back in front here with time almost up. Crowd has been very healthy here at Millfield. The touchlines on all four sides of the ground filled up nicely. In front of me, very healthy crowd, and over on that far side, one of the most majestic pitch side views in schools rugby. Balcony overlooking Gareth Edwards pitch here, the two-tiered balcony. It's lovely, lovely place to watch rugby. Do tend to get some pretty good games and some pretty good players out here on the Sir Gareth Edwards pitch, or the Jubilee as it's sometimes known. Shout out as well, as you can see just by the clock there, to our kit suppliers, Limitless, who I normally praise for keeping us warm in cold conditions, but I must praise today for the quality of their t-shirts and shorts. Such are the unseasonable temperatures here in Somerset. 25 degrees. Degrees of that wet and cold August fading into the distance. It's to strengthen my argument, I'd say, for summer rugby, or at the very least summer sevens, as Carver is applauded off the field. We hope it's not too bad a knock for the young man.
Jets, penalty here.
Lovely guy on and off the field, and played so brilliantly today. We hope he's okay. Rasmus nudges the penalty into the corner. We're very, very close to final play of the game here.
I'll tell you when time is up, Green.
Millfield line out inside the 22. How they'd love to finish this one off in style. There's time yet, though, if Wellington College can poach this to seal a dramatic victory. Grafton takes it. Solid drill from Millfield. And now they get them all going. Benetti has it at the back. They're going to hold this one in there for as long as they can. McKnight is trying to make a mess of it. He's having some success as well. So Benetti just boots the ball off the field. He was counting down the minutes at the back of the clock, at the back of them all rather. Henry Benetti boots it off. Millfield take the victory. Patient play from the skipper, patient play from his forward pack. Wonderful play from these two schools. They both gave it everything. Wellington College was superb. Their prowess, particularly in that first half, was fantastic, but Millfield stuck to task, never gave up belief, and found a way, not once, not twice, but 3 times, to claw their way back into this game and to take the victory 26-22 here against Wellington College.
Well done, gents. Thank you, unlucky, well played. Well done, well done, well done, thank you. Well done, well played.
Absolutely fantastic game of rugby here on the Sir Gareth Edwards pitch.
Well, mate, enjoy it? Yeah, very good. Good.
Look back through the story of the game.
We can get a photo on our way off.
Game that absolutely flew by, didn't it? Set piece moves off the scrum. Such a weapon, particularly for Wellington College. Isaac Sprenger scoring their opener. This well-worked move, wrapping around Ben Smith with enough power and enough length to get across the line. Springer turned provider off the scrum for the next one as McEwen Peters, Scotland under-18 centre, went barging over. He really is an unstoppable force from that kind of range. He does need a haircut. Not that he'll listen to me. Quite right too. Seems to be doing him plenty of good. He's been fantastic this season, Lloyd McEwen Peters. 2 tries today. That was his first, but Millfield struck back early in the second half. Erasmus feeding it wide, and Sever Carver with a lovely, lovely finish on the right wing. Dallas James dancing, who played really well in the second half. Sever Carver, should say, finishing it off. That drew things down to 12-7. Really important score for Millfield, that one. And this one was just spectacular. Evan Morris, who was outstanding on the left wing, making the break and then feeding inside to Morgan Williams. Such an industrious game, Morris. When he needed to produce the goods in attack, he really did that. Like any good scrum half, Morgan Williams was there to track and finish it off. That gave Millfield the lead with the conversion, 14-12. But Wellington College bounced right back with an absolute carbon copy of Lloyd McEwen Peters' first try. Springer fed him. McEwen Peters cut back against the grain and powered over for try 2 for him, try 3 for his team. Gave him the lead. It was really unfortunate bit of play for Millfield. Charles Heffron had done so well to rip the ball clear in the tackle, but it ended up behind his own try line, which gave Wellington the scrum from it. Oh boy, did they capitalise. McEwen Peters, you just do not stop him. Millfield wanted to show that they had a set piece move or two up their own sleeve as well, though. Owen Erasmus giving it the eyes, throwing the dummy, and getting the offload out to William Stubbings for a score that nudged them back in front. That Stubbings try gave Millfield the lead. Langford then slotted a penalty that gave Wellington College the lead again. It was a lead that was to be short-lived when Erasmus flung this one out absolutely on the money to the ever-deserving try scorer on the left wing, Evan Morris. And that was the try that gave Millfield the 26-22 lead. A very tidy finish. A lead that was good enough to secure the match. Fantastic match it was. A fantastic occasion here on the Sir Gareth Edwards pitch as Millfield are greeted by their adoring mates and spectators and fans and friends and family at the end of another memorable performance, memorable game, memorable victory. Boys in green, red and blue. Wellington College gave it everything. Millfield in the end came back strong. Finishes up. Millfield 26, Wellington College 22. Thank you very much for staying with us. Do go and check out some of those other games. If they're anything like as good as this one, you're in for a treat. Millfield 26, Wellington College 22. Thank you very much for watching.
The rugby program is totally unique. The most important thing is we have kind of 4 schools. They're all living together, all training together, and they never get to do this normally. Normally when you're training against the second team or you're training against players you know. This time they're able to do live scrums, live line-out, attack and defence. It's taken their preparation to a whole new level. We've had coaching meetings with all 4 sets of coaches together. The crossover of ideas has been fantastic.
The experience that we're able to offer here is different from your average pre-season rugby tour. Firstly, they're coming to an amazing facility, a facility that is geared up to help you be the best you can be. That's what it does all year round, and that's what the guys get to experience when they come. And it's amazing for them to come to this beautiful place here in France. Being in Tignes, surrounded by the mountains, is inspiring in itself, and we hope that rubs off on the guys.
The share amongst the boys and to see them being able to train together brings a real different edge to training. They were really excited on every single day to go up, who are we training with today, and that's really brought the best out of a lot of our students.
More and more it becomes difficult to sort of play formal fixtures when you go abroad, especially at this time of year with the boys not having engaged in much contact and rugby. So to have schools here that we can interact with, go against, and also just challenge ourselves in the competition elements is totally unique. It's been an outstanding time for our boys.
I think Apex is the perfect facility to host a camp like this. I mean, everyone's got to understand this is an international ski academy. We're performing at the highest level, so everything's in place, and really the rugby teams and squads from the schools have walked in, taken over the whole building, and can benefit from all the facilities that our high performance skiers actually use. There's a lot of fun can be had here. It's a kind of a playground in many ways. You name it, you can actually do it here, and it's just a fantastic place to come. So it's a case of really running your program in the detail and knowing what your athletes want to actually use when they're actually here. But the activities outside of your main training are just world class. Obviously we take the medical side very, very seriously. You know, we're there to actually make sure every athlete's prepared properly in terms of their warm-ups, their warm-down. But in case of injuries, we have 2 full-time physios on the camp, just in case anything was to happen. Yeah, any professional sports team would tell you that the medical side is absolutely key.
There's a lot of expertise here at Apex, and we try to share that with the boys when they come over. One of those areas, of course, is nutrition, hydration. They're a brilliant group of staff here that lay on unbelievable meals. I've been making the most of those every mealtime, and it really sets this place apart. And it means the guys are fueled up and can then make the most of their training as well.
And I think they've learned a little bit more about how the brain actually recovers and builds over time. So I think the improvement we've seen this week is something they can really transfer, not just to their rugby and their sport, but to all the things they do when we're back at school in a busy school life.
As I and many other directors of rugby's organised tours, it becomes more and more worrying around the support you get, medical you get when you are away on tour, which is very, very important to make sure the boys are safe, and that support here is outstanding. It's very much our tour, but they're in the background just looking after all those little bits, which I think is a really, really key thing in the world we live in now.
Well, if I was 17, 18 now, this would be the most amazing experience of my life. And I think that what we've tried to instill in the boys is using every opportunity to learn this week. Go out and do activities, see things, have conversation with opposition. So I think that's been kind of the main kind of driving force, and using every opportunity to its fullest.